Hi guys, as promised, here is part 2 of self-talk. In part 1, I talked about how we are constantly talking to ourselves throughout the day, and unfortunately it's predominantly negative. So here are some tips on how to combat that. The first one is remove negative people from your life. So just start to distance yourself, because regardless of how strong you are, how positive, how optimistic you are, if you are constantly surrounded around negativity, it's going to have an effect on you. Their negative attitudes, their negative beliefs are going to go on to affect your attitudes and your beliefs. So while you may not be able to cut people off per se, you can limit the time, you can limit the exposure that you give to negativity. Another tip would be to just try and focus on the positives. You know, as we know, life is challenging, life is full of ups and downs, but you'll often find that your character is strengthened. You'll often find that the good times are forged through the bad. It doesn't feel like it at the time, but in hindsight often is. So whether it's having a journal or just a gratitude list, just try and write or think on something positive, because it takes your mind off the negative things that are going on. It takes your mind off the negative self-talk. A follow-on to that, another tip is positive affirmations. We hear about it or we read about it all the time. So just speaking positively, speaking out loud, it makes a difference. The more you do it, the more it's going to seep into your subconscious, the more it will then start to change your natural thought pattern, which is, as I said, predominantly negative. It's going to start changing it for more positive. So it's just changing your habits really. And the final one is be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, treat yourself as you would a friend or as you would your child. I like to think you're not going to speak negatively to your children. So yeah, speak positively, the same compassion you'd show them. You know, we're often encouraging, uplifting, positive with our friends. Try and have the same compassion with yourself. As always, thanks for watching. If you haven't, subscribe to my YouTube. It takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds, guys. Visit my website and I'll be back next week. Bye.